So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good spread. That's an imaginative pass. Thuram tries a shot! Goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pedri. Foden. Foden goes steaming forward. Rodri. DiMarco. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. And it's Hakimi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's made its way to him. He's had a shot! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Calvert-Lewin really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Dybala. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Foden. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Vinicius Junior. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the shot! He scores! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Hakimi. Now DiMarco. Dybala is herring after that one. Bruno Fernandes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cherki. Now it's Dybala. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foden. Lovely pass. Thuram! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, real chance! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He does it all with an air of efficiency. Big chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And this is Dybala. And now they can spring out of defence. Cherki. And it's Dybala. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the finish! No mistake! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. And it's half-time here. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And we're underway again. Played out wide. Good ball, good take. Foden really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's Calvert-Lewin! Foden. Now it's Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cherki. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vinicius Junior touches it back. DiMarco. Passes short and sharp. That is a brilliant interception. Dybala. And Cherki. Rodri. And he's forced to go back. DiMarco. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cherki. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Hakimi. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Calvert-Lewin. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. DiMarco. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cherki. Goes looking wide. Now the ball in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back in.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Dybala! No way through. He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Nuno Mendes. Really fierce, close defending. Into the last 5 minutes. Matheus Cunha.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
This looks promising. Reinders has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well seen. Saw that coming. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He can run onto that. Bellingham is on his own. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This looks promising. Thuram, chance! It's there!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedri. Might be danger here. Oh, that's nice. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Szoboszlai. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. Oh, Suchan, surely! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Soulé? Oh, this is a very good run. Matheus Nunes. Bellingham. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! He's got a goal! Back to within 1. Interesting. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Goes for a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is...
Bellingham! Oh, taken with style! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Soulé. Played out to the right. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. It's their second corner of the game. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chips it through. Now it's Thuram. He's picked his way through. Bellingham. Now the cross. DiMarco. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that looks a decent ball. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. DiMarco looking to add to his goal. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's DiMarco. He won't be happy with that one. Szoboszlai. Sule. And smartly reclaimed. Maciej Cunha. Look at this. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pedri. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's gone looking for safety. Aimed beyond the defence. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And the second half gets underway. Konate. Van Dijk. And it's DiMarco. It's Bellingham. And it's Pedri. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, important interception. Pedri played into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. DiMarco. And Hakimi. Sule. Maciej Cunha. And it's Van Dijk. Now DiMarco. Szoboszlai. Looking for the run. Osimhen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham. Pedri. Osimhen under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Pedri. Oh, that's clever. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Sule going face-to-face with his great rival. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vinicius Junior tries to pass it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Pedri. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. DiMarco. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Chips it through. It is a corner. Good chance. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And now they can spring out of defence. Hakimi. Scalvini. Into the last quarter of an hour. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now Sule. He's on it. Can he get away? Thuram. And he welcomes it. Shoots! Oh, easy pickings there. Good ball. Good. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played through for the wide man. DiMarco, looking to go deep. He rises! Oh, crossbar! And that could come back to haunt them.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact. And it's Reinders. Knocks it into space. Reinders. An instinctive delivery. Chance for a shot! Goal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Good take, and is he... Big chance! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw! And they are tearing the opposition up. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. DiMarco. Bruno Fernandes. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. Bellingham. Rodri does well to get it back. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, easy pickings there. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Thuram. Looking for the run. Always onto this. DiMarco. Now it's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. He's free. He has got space. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Still goalless at the moment. Rafinha.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Matheus Cunha! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
Well,
it's a mighty effort! They've scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Rodri. Bellingham. No way through. Hakimi looks to the other side. And it's DiMarco. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Here's Matheus Cunha. Rafinha. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Brilliantly cut out. Matheus Cunha and Rafinha. So what can they make of this?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Matheus Cunha touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Little pass back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedri. Bellingham. Pedri. DiMarco. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rafinha. And it's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Can he finish?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Osimhen. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now that is commitment to the cause. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
João Neves. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. He's had a crack. Oh, off the bar. And that is expertly dealt with. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Thuram receives it in a good position here. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe driving forwards. Rafinha. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's bustling through. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Back towards the middle. It's a promising position. Ball comes in. Van Dijk gets it away. Bellingham. Vicario claims comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would...
Chance! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
Real chance! They've done it! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Dybala. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That'll be a throw-in. And it's Nunez.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nicely shaped ball. Played into space out wide. Osimhen. That's good play. He's having a hit! Well seen. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate.
Matches Cunha! And it's come back out to him. Oh, he's hit the bar!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hakimi. Matches Cunha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Matches Cunha. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's in on goal. Delivered across. Vicario claims it without any fuss. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he finish? And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe.
He's having a shot! João Neves. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Rodri. Takes a shot! João Neves. He'll try to keep this alive. Out towards the flank. He's on it. Can he get away? Matches Cunha.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball. The big one shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And one more try! He's scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Can he get it through? João Neves. And here's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Chance to deliver.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hakimi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rodri. To Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mathias Cunha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Given the lift of his goal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Foot in. Bruno Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Van Dijk. Matheus Nunes. Looking for the run. Now it's Bellingham. Osimhen. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance for a shot! He has done it! Into the lead once more.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham. And it's Neves. Tries to play it through. Bellingham has it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Nunez. And he whips it in. It's a goal kick. Scalvini. Osimhen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's got away. Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Osimhen. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. And that should get the job done.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again. Shapes to shoot! João Neves. So what can they make of this? Cherki. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Now that's well seen too. João Neves. And it's DiMarco. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact. Foden. And it's Nunez. That's an imaginative pass. Matches Nunez in acres of space out wide. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. And he's certainly off. There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
He's got tall. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. Foden picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. Reinders. Matches Nunes, makes the interception. Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, this is a great position. Rice. And they can counter here. And Cherky. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The final 5 minutes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Foden. Some really good ball movement. Haaland. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Rice. Szoboszlai. Hakimi. Now it's Osimhen. Foden. Now Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Gabriel. Van Dijk. Now it's DiMarco. And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, he's had it taken off him. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ambitious ball here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He is through here.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now it's Bellingham. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's in a great position here. Vicario claims it. Safe hands. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Osimhen. Rafinha. He's in space and looking for options. Shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Thuram. Now, what about a counter-attack? DiMarco looking for a runner. Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's there to retrieve it. Now he's got space here. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Played out to the left flank. Bellingham. DiMarco. He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Such good technique.
He's beaten the last man. Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Van Dijk cuts it out. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Defending was strong and firm.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and
Decent chance! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So that's two now without... Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Mathias Nunes has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
He's on it. Can he get away? Big chance! In for the pieces! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rafinha. And it's Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Opts for safety. Mathias Nunes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Bellingham. João Neves. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's Vinicius Junior. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Osimhen is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to... Thuram! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Thuram really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Good read, needed to be. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Thuram, and claimed it back swiftly. He's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Punched away. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Nice interception, well timed. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Thuram gets flagged offside. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Rice. Now it's Thuram. Dybala. Oh, important interception. Shot a goal! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. Cleared without hesitation. Foden. Caicedo. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Haaland completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Good ball over the top. Soulé.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Foden. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Soulé. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Gabriel is the guilty party there. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Backward it goes. Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Can he finish? And that has been cleared. Oh, that's a little loose. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cleared without hesitation. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen, he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Thuram. Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's clever. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's cut it out. Still goalless. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles, and his ball-carrying and dribbling skills are top drawer. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work.
He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
No way through, so back it comes. Oh, such a clever touch. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's found a way past. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, and the shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Matheus Cunha goes for a shot! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. This is their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. DiMarco.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Bellingham. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, well played, well played. Has a look and place it forward. Van Dijk has got himself a free kick. Rodri has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. DiMarco. Thuram. Hakimi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Hakimi. And here's Osimhen. João Neves. And here's the chance to counter. Van Dijk. And Rafinha. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. Rafinha. And he welcomes it in. Takes a shot! Ah, he's fizzed it forward. And he was quick to react. Scalvini. João Neves. That's beautifully weighted. And no, that was never going to make it. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that's well seen too. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Nunes. And here's Thuram. João Neves. Matheus Cunha.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Just about up to the hour now. Ah, it's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind...
Header!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's got away. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to further improve their position of comfort. And he's denied. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
So, third corner of the game. He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Caicedo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Soboslai. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. Caicedo. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's having a good look here. He's gone for goal. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Showing good feet. And it's Neves. Soboslai goes steaming forward. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Can he latch onto this? No, he's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Foden. He's in space and looking for options.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's in a great position here. And it's DiMarco. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. A couple of changes here, and interesting ones.
Well, the manager clearly thinks his side has done enough and they should be able to hold on from here. The only worry is it too soon?
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Szoboszlai. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's intervened well there. Ambitious ball here. Foden. Tries to play it through. Now the cross. That could spell trouble. And the finish!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Foden. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Caicedo. And it's Neves. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and